Well, this last one before the break for the six, you must be delighted just to be in the top six, but also an eye on second place in European football as well.
Well, yeah, I mean, we've put ourselves in a decent position. You know, one more game before the split, so there's still plenty of football to go, but we're in good form. And I'm delighted that we've played in the last two games, because they're, you know, tricky, and this will be as tricky tomorrow.
You're speaking to Effie there, he had a lot of the credit for the good form with the form of the strikers and the guys who came in January. Have they changed a little bit about the way you play, maybe about the way that you put away teams?
Well, I think there's certainly a better variation in the way we're playing, in our attacking form, and Flo has, you know, been pivotal to that. The two of them, him and Jamie, have formed a very good partnership, and of course Scotty brings that something a little bit different. Not only his quality going forward, but his infectious personality and, you know, what he's brought to the dressing room as well as to the team on the pitch.
We got three guys still on loan though, aren't they? You've got Flo, Jamie and Scott are technically on loan, and the three guys that there's a chance of coming here permanently? Well,
I mean, we've got an option to buy Flo, so that's something that we'll give consideration to. As for the other two, it remains to be seen, you know. We'll sort of assess where we are at the end of the season, and there's affordability obviously, and whether the players would want to come back, and whether I'd want them back as well. I haven't reached that sort of decision yet.
The option with Flo is a fee being agreed before he came here?
Yes.
Is it an affordable one then for the club?
Yes.
And in terms of the run that Hibs have been on recently, what do you put this consistency down to? Because you've obviously had great results at the start of the season. You know, you went to Ibrox and won, but you know, a team like Hamilton could have maybe been a bogey team earlier in the season, and you managed to get through that. What do you put this consistency down to?
I think that it results and confidence that brings, and there's, you know, a decent belief about the group as well, and good character. You know, they've shown a lot of character at times this season where they've been, you know, conceded early or conceded the first goal, just like we did on Tuesday night. But there's a belief about them that they know they can play their way back into games, and they've shown that in abundance this season. And obviously, we've been on a decent unbeaten run for a while, and I think we've only lost one since the split. So, you know, that quiet confidence is bearing fruits for us.
You mentioned that Flo, the deal is potentially affordable. Have you had any discussions with the board yet for budgets around next season, or is that something?
No, that's something that will be ongoing, I'd imagine, and will to and fro between now and August the 9th, I'm sure.
So is it almost too early, because a lot of other teams in the league are already looking to next season and how they can strengthen? Are you in the position now it makes it quite hard to take your eye off the ball and you just got to concentrate on getting results?
No, you can do both, you know, so we have meetings, you know, weekly on players that we would, are trying to identify positions and players that could come in and make us better.
Have you made any movement?
No, nothing yet.
And then just looking ahead to County again, I know you previously said that this was perhaps time when you might get a few long-term absentees back. Brandon particularly one. Is he close to making a return? He's close,
yeah, but he's just not ready yet. So I would imagine he will be fit for the start of the games after the split. And Dave Gray, we're hoping, will be in the same boat as that as well.
And then just the rest is as you were just for Tuesday night?
Yes, as you were. There's no fresh injury concerns. Marv sort of hurt his back a little bit, should be okay. Slivka should be okay. Boyle has got the ongoing Achilles problem, but again should be okay.
How tough is it to go up to places like Dingwall, the teams down the bottom of the league at this time of the season, particularly after they've managed to get themselves a result, claw themselves off the bottom and maybe have a little bit of wind in their sails?
Shows what they can do, you know, and it was a much needed win for them, and against a team that are down there with them. Like, it's not a bad time of the year to go, really. You know, to Dingwall, when we played them earlier on this season, the game was tight. I expected it to be tight again, and they don't give much away. And you know, just that maybe that renewed vigour and confidence will give them a huge shot in the arm. So it's a game that we're again very wary of. We're not taking anything for granted. It'd be fantastic to win it, and see what the other results bring, and see where we are when the split comes. But you know, we've put ourselves in a very, very good position. What we can't do is afford to lose it, though. You know, it's important that we take something away, because we don't want too big a gap going into the split.
Was it always your expectation to be in the mix for a European spot?
Yes.
At this time?
I was hoping, obviously your first target is, you know, top 6. So we felt sort of confident early on that we could try and, you know, make that, and then after that everything's a bonus. So all this good form, all this feel-good factor around the place is an added bonus, obviously.
How much of an eye do you have on the results that Aberdeen and Rangers have?
None. Honestly, none. I can't dictate that, and you know, we have to assume going into tomorrow's game, before a ball's kicked, that Aberdeen and Rangers will win. You know, that's the mindset that you have to have, and then hopefully that'll spur us on to win the game ourselves. But you know, they're all tough games now. You know, Dundee had a great point at Celtic Park the other night. Hearts, we know, at Tynecastle are very tough nut to crack, and we've got Ross County off the back of a fantastic win, so there are no easy games for any of us.
Do you get a psychological boost though when, for example, last Saturday when you see Rangers draw in the early kick-off at Motherwell? Does that maybe give you that added bonus?
Of course, yeah, that's just natural. You know, teams around you, if they expected to win and they drop points unexpectedly, then yeah, you get a boost, but of course you have to capitalise on that as well. So we've done that okay so far. I mean, it'll to and fro week to week, I'm sure, from here on in. So it's important that we stay in there, because anything can happen.